Welcome back to another video with your Coach Frenchy, back in the house for the Hockey Nation live show. We have a busy schedule just before the 8th game in NHL on the January 19, 2021. We have a breaking news in NHL happening a few minutes ago, a trade between the Colorado Avalanche and the Minnesota Wild. Here we go. So the Avalanche send Yan Cole to the Minnesota Wild. In return, they get uh, Greg Panarin, where he have a busy day today because before the trade, he was got an amen. The NHL gave him, I think, $4,000 because of his hit yesterday, and now Panarin, that's his second. Uh, Time with the Avalanche. We remember he was straight from the Montreal Canadiens to the Colorado Avalanche a couple of years ago. So that's happening today. Like I said, like a few minutes ago, just prior I go recording this video, the trade between the Minnesota Wild and the Colorado Avalanche. And again, Jan Cole is going to Minnesota Wild, and in return, Wild send the defenseman Greg Panarin. Other breaking news around the NHL. First of all, I want to mention three players right here. Here we go. So we have Greg Panarin, Elias Pedersen, and Obel from the Flyers. They all three got got fined today by the NHL between like $4,000, $3,500, or something like that. All three because their uh, body check or hit they did yesterday. So all three players, Pedersen, Obey, and also Panarin, got fined by the NHL today. So it's another breaking news happening early today. The next one, it's coming from the NHL statement from the, regarding the tracking pucks. At the beginning of the year, they was using a tracking puck to get data information for stat and tracking different things about the game. And they realized after the first week, we said they have a different difficulty, and they will going to they don't get the same result what their expectation was. So they decide to stop this, and they were going to return to their normal pucks with no nothing inside the pucks. So it was approved by the NHLPA and also the NHL a couple of months ago about that kind of puck with data in and a tracking, honestly, but look like they're going to return like a normal puck before. So be that's happening start already today. What happening today? Tonight we have scheduled 8 games. Now you're going to say, Coach, we have only 7 on the sheet here. Yes, you're right, because the NHL postponed the game between the Nashville Predator and the Carolina Hurricanes. We heard the Hurricane have a couple of players with COVID-19, and they decided NHL decided to cancel the game. So here's all the 7 games we have in the NHL game in January 19. And let's start many games. We have about 7 game start tonight. Honestly, I have a more 5 games start at 7 o'clock tonight. The first is between the New Jersey Devils and also the New York Rangers. Devils did not lose so far, 1-0-1. Blackwood's going to be back in the line and between the pipes. And the New York Rangers, they are right now 1-1. They lost the first game, and they came back and beat the Islanders. And Georgiev is going to get his second straight start for the Rangers. Nothing particular other than the fact like D'Angelo is going to be a healthy scratch again for the second game, and we know already Rooney for the Rangers have is on the injury list. For the New Jersey Devils, they don't expect anything else other than the fact we know Shar is already an hurt injury with his foot. The second game, we're going to go to Philadelphia Flyers and also the Buffalo Sabres, where yesterday Buffalo Sabres beat them. It's a back-to-back game, this one. Sabres won yesterday 6-1 against the Flyers. So far, the Sabre was the first one. They are 1-2-0. Flyers, they are 2-1-0. We heard yesterday Olmark took a day off, or he left for personal reason, but he was on the ice this morning. The head coach for the Buffalo Sabre, Korger, did not mention who's going to be in the net tonight, so that's why you can see all the interrogation there, question mark. So we'll see who's going to be in the net. On the flip side, the Flyers going to bring for the first time, first start of the season, Brian Elliott. We know Corey Hart was removed for the game yesterday after he gave 4 goals to the Sabres. So Elliott start his first game of the year. And 7 o'clock here in Florida. Guys, I live in Florida and Miami. 7 o'clock tonight at sunrise, the Blackhawks, the Chicago Blackhawks, will try to win their first win of the season. They lost their first 3 games. And on the flip side, Florida is going to play only their second game of the year. We know they postponed their game at the beginning last weekend because the Dallas situation, because of COVID. So they won the first game against Chicago 5-2. Roberto have 3 points already that night, and they're going to be back. But the big news of the day, it was the return of Sergei Bobrovsky and between the pipe for the Florida Panthers. Motembo is going to be back now on the Texas squad. We heard possible Noah Johnson was trade from Montreal. Then not trade, was claims by the Florida Panthers on the waiver list a couple of weeks ago. Now he's ready to play. We expect him to play tonight, but it was not guaranteed by Joel Ganville this morning. Keith Yandel will be back on the lineup tonight. It will be again on the lineup tonight, so consistency straight. And the flip side, Chicago didn't have mentioned who was going to be on the net tonight because they have a day off. So we'll see what Collington head coach is going to decide. It will be Subban or Trillian. We know Trillian was in the net during the last again the first game against the Panthers. Washington Capitals go back now again the Pittsburgh Penguins. We know the last game Penguins won 4-3 in overtime. Greg DeSmith was in the net. He's going to return for the Penguins. And on the flip side, the Washington Capitals, did not lose this year. They have 2-0-1. They lost in shootout against Pittsburgh. Vanecek is going to be in the net for them. Samsonov is going to have a day off. We don't have a lot. Oh, we have a news definitely there. Kapanen is going to be on the lineup tonight. It looked like he's ready to go. So there's great news for them to have Kasperi Kapanen in the lineup. I think that will help their team. And we know Mike Madison is out for a couple of games now. We'll see. We don't have any other things or going on for the Pittsburgh. On the flip side, Washington talk about some modification on the lines. We know now Tom Wilson is going to be back on the first line, and they're going to bring DJ Ochi on the third line. So that's what we heard from Peter Laviolette this morning during the press conference. 7:30 tonight. It's a back-to-back game. Honestly, they played last night. The Columbus Blue Jackets play against the Detroit Red Wings. Blue Jacket won yesterday 3-2, and it's Muskligan will be back on the as a goaltender, and we expect Bernier. I'll be honest with you that on that one, Thomas Grace was in the net yesterday, and it was not confirmed by Detroit. I put Bernier personally. I just feel Bernier did well during the second game of the season for Detroit. So I just feel they would be Bernier back now. So I could be wrong. There's no guarantee. I would just want to mention to you. Next game at 7 o'clock, and I forgot to put the time there. It's between the Winnipeg Jets and the Ottawa Senator. We know, Ottawa, Winnipeg played yesterday, lost against the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-1. It's going to be their third game of the year. The goaltender Brossard is going to be on the net tonight. It will be his first start of the season. Ottawa Senators announced today the rookie star, the German Tim Sochel. He's not going to be on play tonight. He have a day-to-day injury, and they were going to bring Alex Galchenyuk on the lineup. He's going to play from the Texas squad to the full roster tonight. He's supposed to be on the first line, so it'll be interesting to see Galchenyuk tonight with the Ottawa Senators. And Matt Murray was not confirmed at 100%. I just put his name there. So down, but I expect did not Ottawa did not play yesterday, so I expect Murray to be uh, in the net tonight. Finally, the seventh game of the night and the last one at 10 o'clock Eastern time, the Colorado Avalanche play again the Los Angeles King. Colorado won the last game 8-2 against the St. Louis Blues. They have a couple of days off. They're traveling on the West Coast now. Um, we heard today Andre Perukinski is not going to play for them for Colorado. He's a day to day, and the goaltender Franz Coles got hurt, and we don't see him. He's not going to be in the roster tonight. So Philip Gerber is going to start the game for them. And for the Los Angeles King, they lose both game on shootout. Going to have Jonathan Quick in the lineup. We heard like they trade for Anderson, and he should be on the roster for the Los Angeles Kings. So this what happening honestly around the league. We just want to mention to you also Patrick Lane is still on the out. He's a day to day, so he's not going to play tonight for the Winnipeg Jet. They are, going to be again the Ottawa Senators tonight. We have also, like I said, Kasperi Kapanen is going to be start his first game of the season after problem visa, work visa problem, and then quarantine. And now he's ready to rock and roll for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Like I said, that's going helping their offensive for sure. And we have also, like I mentioned earlier, Tim's not going to play tonight. You have a day-to-day injury, minor injury. It's not a major. So it's not like very. And then we talk about injury. The Carolina Hurricanes, Tivo Terekinen is also on the day-to-day injury. Like I said, many things going on around the league. You have a lot of, you know, um, change and then switching taxi squad to the roster. A lot of things going on for sure. Where the waiver list, by the fact today I have no waiver list and nobody who got claimed. So Michael Stone's going to be now on the taxi squad for the Calgary Flames. So that's pretty much what I have so far for the breaking news during the day. We have like I want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel under Hockey Nation Live Show. You can also, we send you a lot of information on the Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live Show. I can tell you that I'm really close to all the breaking news and NHL. I try to jump about the best I can to bring to you. I bring back also, we have a daily show, 11 o'clock with my co-host, Michael DeVillano. I'm back the night also, bring you all the result of the game. They are on the Facebook post or on Twitter or on Instagram. I try the best I can to catch up and to bring the best information we can do for you guys. And don't hesitate to join us. Don't hesitate to talk to us when we are live. And we will always welcome you to join and talk about what we love. It's the hockey. So thanks again for watching us today. And I look forward to see you for the next video of Hockey Nation Show with your host, Coach Frenchy. Have a great night.